dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures.
Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot card of the day. Sorry if it seemed the scheduling was off, but when I made the schedule, I did it for a week in advance. And yet, here I am. So, what are we doing today? We're doing what we do every day. We are kind of checking in with the universe, make sure we are at least somewhat in tune with it. And if not, we acknowledge we are not in tune with the universe today. And we adjust our attitudes and ourselves appropriately. It's an idea. We don't have to actually do that, nor do it every day. I know on weekends, it's like, it's a 50-50. Who knows? So, but today, flicking a light switch for me means it's time to get into that mode. And my light switch is when I listen to the cards, like the sounds of the ocean. For other people, it could be a candle. For other people, it could just be coming here and just saying, you know what, I'm going to listen for about 15 minutes. Because I'm going to remind me, at least, to put my feet flat on the floor, my butt comfortable in the seat, shoulders relaxed, necks relaxed. And just realize it's time to kind of like just check in, see if there's any angers or resentments for the day. See if there's any tips or tricks. As I like to say, if we look at it during our morning meditation, any kind of angers or resentments, then maybe if they pop up during the middle of the day, if we know we're going to be triggered, again, we can plan for that. So, what do we have for today? We have, let's see. We have that breath. So, let's see what we have. We are going to do our 3 stacks. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's as if each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path. This one will be a different path or conversation. Same with this one. And it also reminds us to use our intuition when making our decisions, because those small decisions can have ongoing consequences. And today, let's just choose that center stack, the one that I like to call the heart, what's right at the middle. Let's do our 3 and 1. Take that extra breath. And so I'm going to flip each card over one at a time like we're reading a book. So we have the 5 of coins. So looks kind of chilly here, but if you can see with the 5 of coins, 5s are always challenges. And coins are about home, health, finances, all those things. So when we come from the 4 of coins, where 4s are about stability, 4 legs on a table and things like that, you know, life happens. Wrenches get thrown into our life. Things change. And it's just the stuff that we have to go through. This is one of those periods where it's just life. And it's like, we can be in the best of conditions, whether it's finance or home or anything, but we have to take the downs with the ups. But let's see what they're walking towards. You know what? And what they don't notice is that Pamela Coleman Smith here does have like this church right here. She has this stained glass window, and they don't seem to see that there is like some kind of hope. I'm not a church person, but I just look at this as like maybe there is a lantern in a window offering, some solace, but sometimes we're so bent on what's going on that we don't notice that there's some solace. So they are walking towards the Page of Swords. So here we go. So when we're a page, what is a page? A page is someone who is willing to learn something new, someone who is willing to take on challenges. And swords are thoughts, swords are ideas, swords are the element of air. So when you see a Page of Swords, this is about taking on a new idea or a new challenge. I mean, this person is facing the wind. They're kind of braced. They're hesitant. They're holding back, but they're ready to take on a new challenge. So sometimes when we feel that 5 of coins, there is a new challenge ahead of us. And that's how we're going to get through it, is by being like the page. But let's see what this other card is, which is the Ace of Swords. But it's reversed. So we're reading reversals here. And again, swords are the element of air. Swords are thoughts and ideas. In the 1500s, when the tarot was first created, good morning, Jenna. The page looks like the situation in this case. To learn from it, yes. And so in the 1500s, when this card came out, when the tarot came out, it was the politicians, people who, the thinkers, the politicians, people like knights, things like that, who were upper level, but they had to strategize, they had to plan. And so that's why we call the swords, cards where it's about ideas and thoughts and things like that. But when it's reversed, it's about being intimidated by that. It's about not able to plant, once we have that seed, but we're not planting it. We have the seed of an idea. The page can be told something and yet not do it. The page, sometimes we know, we're stuck in this rut. We're walking through the 5 of coins, and we can be offered. And when you see a court cards can be us, somebody else, and court cards are gender neutral, which means they're not male, they're not female, it's masculine and feminine. So, but we see that as we walk through the 5 of coins, there is a challenge, and there's a way to come out of it sometimes, but we may not want to take up that sword. Again, a page learns to become a knight by doing. A knight learns emotions and feelings of the queen by doing. So a page has to be willing to learn. A page has to be willing to pick up that sword, especially when things are tough. I mean, we can't even see that there's a stained glass here. So we get that tunnel vision. So let's see what this card is. And it's the 4 of Swords. So this is my significator. Most people have a major as a significator, but I always choose the 4 of Swords because 4s, again, are about stability. And if swords are about thoughts and ideas, then it's about finding that stable moment. It's about being able to give ourselves that mental break that is so hard to find when we are traveling through the 5 of coins. So, today as we're going through, if we find ourselves walking through the 5 of coins, and we have that, again, whether it's finances, home, health, all those things like that, there are things that are going to be presented to us. And this person looks a little defensive. Like, I know better. I know what I'm doing. But sometimes when I am in the middle of something, I get that tunnel vision. And I can't see, it's that brick that's in front of my eyes. and then everything just looks like a brick wall. But if I would just step away, then I'd be able to see around it. And then maybe I could plant that new seed of an idea. And maybe from there some change can happen. But the main goal here is to realize that we can't just keep going on. We can't just not take a break. We need, for the advice card, is to allow ourselves to just not push ourselves as far as not giving ourselves a break, don't go hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. This is that card that reminds us, are we hungry? Are we angry? Are we lonely? Are we tired? Are we in the middle of the 5 of coins? Then maybe we need to find a new way of looking at it. And we do that by taking this 4 of Swords and remembering to give ourselves a break today. And it's a mental break. It's something that says, for the next 15 minutes, my world is okay. And then when we come out of that 15 minutes, then maybe we can focus on one thought at a time, which is the Sword. One thought at a time. I can do one thing where it would be impossible for me to do 5. I can do one thing where it would be impossible for me to do 5. Think about that for a second. I can get one of 5 things done if I was to just make that choice. But when I lay out all 5 things in front of me, nothing will get done. So for today, let's focus on that one thing and at least get that done. And Jenna saying, we give it to people so readily. Do so to yourself too. Oh, see, that's perfect. As Jenna's saying, it's like, it's easier to take care of others than it is to take care of ourselves. So with that for today, give yourself that break. Find that one thing to focus on. That one thing maybe that we can accomplish so that maybe we can give ourselves that 4 of Swords. Give ourselves that 15 minutes to focus on that thing instead of everything that's on our plate. And with that, I hope everybody here has that amazing day. I hope everybody has a chance to take that break. And with that, I will be back here again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Take care, Jenna. Thanks again. Bye.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark.